Early in my career, I worked at Lazard Frères, which is a legendary Wall Street firm. As a junior associate, I had no idea of the firm's strategy. I never heard anyone talk about it. They may not even have had one, but I definitely understood the culture from the very first interview. We were there to make money, and lots of it. And the more money we made in our team, the more money we would get paid. I worked my ass off because everyone else was working their asses off too, and I was shocked at how caught up in the spirit I was. Days and nights slipped by as we chased deals. That lesson of culture stayed with me. The Lazard culture quickly wrapped me up and wrung my greatest efforts out of me while I was under its spell. If you've worked in a company with a bad culture, you know how debilitating it is. Work vacillates between furious firefighting and lazily just getting to Friday. Some people seem to be drowning in work, and others seem to be barely working. Edicts are handed down every day from the CFO and leadership. Plans are made quickly and then quietly abandoned. Nothing seems to change the company's trajectory, and the best people leave. What separates the good cultures from the bad culture is the clarity of purpose. At Lazard, the purpose was to make money. At other companies, the purpose is unclear. Is it to secure another round of funding? Is it to hit a revenue target for the board? Is it to launch new product XYZ? Is it to achieve our OKRs? Is it to exit at a big valuation? So this is why the story of Ben Perkins saving his brand resonates. Ben's brand and collar faced certain death due to a debt spiral. While Ben made a lot of smart tactical moves, he made one big move on culture that enabled everything else. By his own admission, his leadership prior to the crisis was feckless and unaccountable. But in crisis, he gave everyone a personal P&L. They had a weekly gross profit goal, and they met weekly to understand if they achieved it or not. They didn't get hung up on attribution because they realized that making sure everyone understood the goal was profits would result in more profits. And the results were stunning. 7 of his 13 employees wanted no part of it, and they left. But the remaining 6 turned into superstars. And those 6 were doing more faster than when they had those additional 7. They not only saved their company, but they've returned to growth in a level of profitability they couldn't imagine before the crisis. In my experience, the companies with bad culture, the ones that are perpetually struggling, the ones that can't seem to get out of their own way, almost always share a lack of clarity about their purpose. Making the change as a leader is hard. If it were easy, everyone would do it, and you as a leader would have done it. An existential crisis can help. So for Ben Perkins, it was the threat of going under from escalating debt payments. Tariffs have brought another crisis. And while it's easy to focus on the immediate tactics and responses, the best leaders will use this moment as a catalyst to drive a change to a culture of generating profits and cash. But your culture must be matched to your rewards. It's no use saying we're focused on driving profits and cash, but no one is rewarded for doing so. Lazard, making money for the team and bigger bonuses. Simple, super motivating. For Ben Perkins, the remaining 6 people had bigger goals, but they made more money. They learned faster and accelerated their careers. The rewards, the culture was matched to incentives to drive the change necessary. As a brand leader, the tariff crisis is your opportunity to dramatically change your culture, to focus on driving profits and cash. You make the change impactful and permanent by changing your incentives to match. I'm Ben Trigo from Elephant Herd Consulting. I help brand leaders make step changes in their financial performance. If you want help in setting up the right culture and incentives to do this, reach out.